Church for this evening of conversation about panhandling in Minneapolis. We're assuming that others will probably trickle in given the traffic, but we want to go ahead and begin. This is the second discussion on panhandling organized and sponsored by downtown congregations to end homelessness. If there are any of you here who are on the steering committee or the interfaith team, or you're a congregational advocate, have a relationship with DCEH, would you please stand? Thank you. As you can see by the signs, we thought they would sign for the evening given the topic. DCEH is an interfaith collaboration of 15 congregations that focus their work and mission on downtown Minneapolis. These churches, mosques, and synagogues have a strong commitment to legislative advocacy on local and statewide issues that will address homelessness and poverty and the reasons why they are with us. It also sponsors educational events such as tonight's panel discussion, coordinates emergency direct services to increase the efficiency of their work, provides advocacy training, volunteer opportunities, and other actions that will help bring and find solutions to ending homelessness and poverty. If you would like to know more or stay up to date, or if you would like to sign up to get email action alerts during the legislative session, you can go to our DCEH website, which is www.dceh.org. So thank you for our signers. Just to try to be clear, there are several interchangeable terms that will be used tonight to describe the activity of a person holding a sign asking for money. You will hear panhandling, signing, flying signs. Those are interchangeable terms. And if someone means something other than that, they will need to explain it as we go along. DCEH sponsored a first conversation about panhandling in August at the Basilica of St. Mary's. And it used theater and conversation to try to raise issues about the laws that govern panhandling, about what people thought about the interaction between givers and receivers. But it was not really focused on answers, and the people who were there wanted more concrete steps or guidance as to how to carry on that interaction, and that is what we are doing here tonight. We have a panel of experts from a wide variety of backgrounds who will speak to us about several questions, and then we will answer as many of your questions as possible at the end of the evening. With your program, you receive several pieces of material, one of which is the Class A 3x5 card. During the evening, if you have questions, if you would write them on the card at the appropriate time when we're through with our two panel questions that everybody will be answering, I will invite you to pass your card to the center aisle, and volunteers will come pick them up, and they will be sorted, and we'll get to as many of them as we can. Now, to deal with important things, for those of you not familiar with the building, the bathrooms are out the door where you came in, and then take a hard right just down the hall. Don't go back out to the open area, but take a hard right, and the bathrooms are there. Now let me introduce our panel of experts. You also have their names and brief biographies in your program. Beginning on your far left, Inspector Chris Arneson, Police Commander of the 1st Precinct downtown. Kathy Tenbrook, Director of the City County Office to End Homelessness and Director of Heading Home Hennepin. Shane Zone of the Minneapolis Downtown Improvement District Safe Zone Operations. You must have a very long business card. Then Stephen Cross, who is an educator with St. Stephen's Human Services, who though now he is in stable housing, has experienced homelessness. Monica Nilsson, is the Director of Street Outreach and Community Education for St. Stephen's, and the President of the Minnesota Coalition for the Homeless. And then Fred Pugh works in security and social services and is a community educator with St. Stephen's. Next we have Andrea Christensen, a downtown resident and member of the Downtown Neighborhood Association and a commercial real estate agent who rents a lot of properties in downtown. Christina Clausen is a brand manager for a large company located near Lamont Park who deals with panhandlers in her business site on a daily basis. And last but not least, Janice Anderson, who is the Director of Christian Life at the Basilica of St. Mary's, a founding leader of DCEH who chaired the steering committee for its first 2 years. So let us begin with the first question. For you, Inspector Anderson, and for the first 3 respondents, what is the reality as we know it in downtown Minneapolis at this point regarding panhandling? And you might want to take that off and help you out.
Thank you for allowing me to speak to you tonight. It's a nice group out on a cold, rainy night here in Minneapolis. So I did pull some statistics. I always like to start out with some statistics because that just shows where we're at. In 2009, year to date, we made 321 panhandling arrests. And this year we've made about 50 more than that, about 371 panhandling arrests. And what we charge people with is, it's called begging panhandling, and it's aggressive panhandling, or interfering with pedestrian traffic. And one of the things that we found downtown is that when people sit on sidewalks and their feet are out, or they're stopping people from movement, if they have to go around that person to continue on their way, then we can take a person with interfering with pedestrian traffic. So just a little statistics. I've been in the Minneapolis Police Department 25 years, and I've been downtown for a year, but previous to that I was out here in the 5th Precinct for 5.5 years. And the first complaint I got downtown was what they most did not like about working and living downtown was the panhandling. It really made people feel unsafe. And so that was one of my goals for the year, is to reduce panhandling downtown. And when I looked at the statistics of where these arrests or citations for the most part were happening, it's along Hennepin Avenue and Nicollet Mall. And you'll see, for those of you who drive, as you're coming to downtown on Hennepin Avenue from Lyndale, there's a pocket there where people like to sign or panhandle. And there are different areas in the city where you can see this, but most of our panhandling is done downtown. And again, what I was hearing from the business community is it really makes people feel very unsafe. They always feel like they're going to become a victim of a crime because someone is panhandling. And we know that's not true, but perception is reality for us. So to make things safer downtown, or the perception of safety is, that's what we were working on for a very long time, is to reduce the panhandling going on legally. Great.